Well, good morning. Yeah, it is the weekend again. I guess it is the long weekend. So it is technically Friday, Remembrance Day. So November 11th. So yeah, I haven't got a lot done this week that I was hoping to do. But the weather's been miserable. We got down to, yeah, almost minus 30. I think it was minus 28. And the highs during the day were like minus 20-ish. We had some crazy wind. It's just been miserable. And it's still kind of cold. It's warming up a bit today. I think it's almost up to minus 18, but I got my little heater running. And yeah, I was just hoping to get all the insulation done by now, but we need heat. So I have a diesel heater that I used in my camper. I barely used it. I'm going to say less than 10 hours. Um, so this diesel heater is going in today. And yeah, I have a long weekend, so hopefully by the end of this long weekend, I have a pretty much insulated shell with a 5,000 watt diesel heater pumping out heat. Um, should be like overkill. I should be able to just heat up my entire garage if I can exhaust this properly once it's installed. I got an extra exhaust pipe and this, so like I'll just have to maybe get another pipe of some sort to run it out. It's a metal garage door, but like I could heat up this entire garage and the van with $1 of diesel. Okay, so yeah, looking at the instruction booklet again, I did some research online as well about wondering if I can install this heater on its side with the exhaust more or less going through the sidewall. So something like that is how I can mount this plate, and then there's nothing on the underside of the vehicle there, so it'll be a nice place to run the exhaust and the intake out. So it says I can rotate it sideways 90 degrees either direction, and then only 90 degrees the one way, so it wants the intake side not to be higher than the exhaust, to say. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do something crazy like this, mounting it there with the intake, which is this side there roughly. Yeah, I wish I had the smaller heater. So this is the 5 kilowatt. They make a 2 kilowatt that's roughly half the size, which would be perfect for this van. This is definitely overkill for the van because I bought this diesel heater for my larger camper trailer. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna punch a hole through here and go with this for now. And I mean, I can't see anything else going wrong. Hey, so I'm back. So yeah, I've been at this for, I don't know, I'm gonna say 5 hours. Okay, so I got the diesel tank mounted fairly nice and snug to the wall. I ended up moving back my blower motor and the air conditioning. I kind of scooched it back. I flipped this bracket around, long story short. I put Reflectix and sound deadening behind there. So I started to insulate as well, all behind here. I got Reflectix around this post, sealed it, just because it's hard to get in there now that this tank is mounted. So yeah, fuel comes out of the tank. I ran the fuel line behind some of this insulation here. And then, a little hard to see maybe, but the fuel line comes out here, little fuel filter. And then it comes down, let's have some excess wire here, to this fuel pump. And now I've put sound deadening mat all over this floating fuel pump. Now, if you know anything about diesel heaters, the fuel pump just ticks. It makes a ticking sound that's kind of loud. So you do what you can to deaden that sound. So I got it floating on a zip tie, surrounded by insulation, and then I have sound deadening mat on the back side of this little cavity. And I'm gonna build like a little door with, again, more of this sound deadening material, put a little more fiberglass, and yeah. So after the fuel pump, it changes to this hard nylon line, and I got it kind of floating in there so it can't transfer sound. in behind the fiberglass. I might put some more sound mat around this fuel line. And then yeah, the fuel line goes through the hole that I cut and into where the air intake is. So the air intake is on this side, and then the exhaust is on this side of the combustion. So I still have to put on my double muffler setup and the air intake, which will all be kind of, yeah, underneath the van. And then it takes in cold air from the van here and hot air comes out here. So yeah, I'll end up having a pipe come up and probably into my cabinet system, and then I'll probably divert it a couple different ways, probably up near underneath the bed, and then maybe straight out the footwell, kind of where you'll leave your shoes and stuff like that. But yeah, wow, ended up being a lot of work. Well, just time consuming. It's not a lot of work. I knew that it wasn't a lot of work, but yeah, holy, like 5 hours later, and I'm still not done. But yeah, we'll get this exhaust on, get the air intake on, but at least this is all mounted. Got a screw and a zip tie. I might need to mount one more point on here, but this works out perfect. The tailgate comes here, so I'll be able to easily unscrew this, you know, for filling up diesel, and I'll make some sort of like spill splash guard that kind of diverts any little drip or anything out and away. So yeah, I'm kind of happy about that. Alright, might be hard to see, but here's a shot from underneath. Just snipping this last zip tie. Okay, so that zip tie is holding the air intake. Yeah, sorry, this might be really hard to see. And the exhaust kind of loops around. Alright, we got heat. I just got temporarily wired up to the cigarette lighter. I tried wiring it into one of the lights back here, and there just wasn't enough voltage. I guess too much voltage dropped through a tiny wire. So I've been playing around with this fuel pump, sound mat, fiberglass. I can't get the stupid thing to be quiet. But yeah, it's blasting out hot heat. I got the exhaust pipe ran under my garage door. But yeah, again, I'm exhausted. It's been a super long day. And yeah, I mean, we got heat. So yeah, we'll just get cracking at insulation tomorrow. And we'll worry about the fuel pump and this little corner later. Alright, until tomorrow. Alright, well, good morning. It is the next day. And yeah, welcome to the inside of the van. It's another cold morning. I think it's about minus 20 Celsius, of course. Yeah, I got the diesel heater running this morning. Got it up to, it says 12 degrees on the display here. I guess right down here where it's hot. Oh, 13 now. I finalized my decision here. These are, I think they're 6-inch speakers. I'm going to put 4-inch speakers here and wire them in. I'm just going to save on space. I'm going to give you this whole cubby. So I just ordered those actually, and I ordered a 12-volt air compressor. Kind of a more beefy industrial one, so I can pump up things like, you know, any kind of tire, and pump up like my paddleboard with a 12-volt air compressor. So yeah, little by little, I forget what I said yesterday, but I have 45 days until my planned departure. I may have said 42. 45 days. So yeah, we got heat. We're gonna have this thing fully insulated shortly, so yeah, it's just gonna be so much easier to work on it. And yeah, like I'm still in my garage. I punched a small hole through my metal garage door, 1-inch hole for the 1-inch exhaust for the diesel heater. So it works out perfect. This is being exhausted outside, and of course I still have my carbon dioxide detector right there, just to be safe when you're burning fuel. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't smell like exhaust in here at all. And of course, if any exhaust is getting in, we would know by now with that CO2 detector. Like I could even maybe move this over here, somewhere right here. And then yeah, just make sure there's no CO2 coming in. And then yeah, we can watch the level of this fuel tank all yeah, I'll leave the back side of this fuel tank open. I'll probably end up covering everything else, but then I'll leave the back side so you can see the level of the fuel. But yeah, I think what they said was like 50 hours. Oh, look at that. The cap is on crooked. Let's get that sealed on properly. Yeah, something like 50 some hours of, heat off 10 liters of diesel. Now, unfortunately, diesel is $2 a liter. So that's like 20 bucks to fill this tank, but not bad. I mean, I could look at other options as well. I think that people say they burn kerosene or some other clear burning liquids. Okay, pretty happy with that. I had the sound deadening mat, pieces of it stuck directly to the pump. So now I basically have fiberglass and packing tape. So now I'm going to wrap the mat onto that. So that's kind of going to decouple the mat from the actual pump and hopefully stopping the sound wave. So this even sounds a little bit quieter than when I just had the sound deadening mat right on the pump. So now let's see, once I wrap this contraption in sound deadening mat, if it gets even better. Alright, so yeah, I got the sound mat wrapped around the fiberglass cocoon with packing tape. And yeah, like when it's not right against something, I think I definitely got it down at least 50% quieter. I did a double loom over the fuel line, so that seemed to help quite a bit, especially where this loom is touching on this little hole where I've also have sound deadening wrapped. But I've just been gently tucking in bits of fiberglass, especially in the points where it's tight. So it's just kind of floating in a fiberglass cocoon. And then yeah, I'm going to put fiberglass over the face, and then I'm going to sound mat this whole area. And then probably reflect it, because I'm probably just going to bury it, right? Alright, hey, yeah, it's going good. Reflectix, and then yeah, I'm just continuing sound deadening, I guess, all across the wheel wells, which is probably one of the most important spots because rocks get thrown up and you don't want to hear that when you're driving. And then yeah, took out this old, oh geez, Pioneer papers. It's like just foam. Crazy how cheap they make these. And then yeah, I just get rid of all this bracket, and then I can utilize this entire cubby. So same's gonna happen over there. Get that speaker out, get that bracket out, and then I might even get, I don't know, crazy and start cutting out a little bit of these. Right, you can gain 1.5 inches there if you cut that out. And then yeah, I've been kind of wondering about these. These were the rear seats attached here and here. I could get rid of those, but those might be a nice place to bolt down, attach the base of my cabinet that's going to slide in here. And of course I always need to access these. These are the top of my rear shocks, struts, whatever you want to call them. So if I ever need to change my struts, I need to get to these. So kind of have to plan on keeping these accessible with, not too much stuff to remove. But yeah, more sound deadening. I just went gung-ho on this wall. Reflectix around the wheel well. Got my cubby kind of shaped out. Did a little bit of like a window ledge here, so we'll just put some sort of windowsill here. And then yeah, kind of experimented. Wrapped the 1-inch foam around this pillar, taped it, kind of spray foamed it. Now I can kind of just shape that. But yeah, working on the hatch. I got lots of all these spots back in here with the kill mat, so it's sounding pretty good now. And then I have leftover fiberglass. I have a bunch in my garage here, so this hatch is just going to be nicely stuffed with this, and then I'm gonna completely vapor barrier this inside. Diesel heater's just sipping away. I swear this line has moved, like it was at the bottom of that this morning, so I've been in here for, I don't know, what does this say actually, 5.5 hours of runtime, and like it's went down 100 milliliters, I don't know, 200 milliliters, like it's great. And yeah, right now let's check. This is reading 28 degrees sitting on the heater, and yeah, that's like blowing at my leg right now, so my leg is like burning. But I think just the Reflectix on these wheel wells should be good. And again, something that I'm just gonna maybe wrap in carpet or nothing at all, because this is gonna be the backside of a cabinet. This is a pretty durable finish, so whatever's in my cabinet, if it's hitting that, so be it. It's at the back of the cabinet, you won't even be able to see it. And it'll still be, yeah, warm and insulated. So, alright, so, there we go. Sound mat, deadening, fiberglass, and then Reflectix. I got all these push holes for, I even brought the panel in here. So make sure that this panel should just snap right back over top. So yeah, I don't see an issue. All these holes are here. This is flexible enough, and like there's room on the panel, so it should be good and should be decently insulated. Okay, yeah, it's not just me. Like I'm actually pretty good. Like I just stuck this on. I got it squeezed to all the corners without a single wrinkle. So yeah, wrinkle fest over here. Is just because it's curved too much. Like this is, I would say, damn near perfect. I'm gonna carefully cut this off now. Yeah, I don't have a single wrinkle. So that's good. Hopefully I can get these 4 back side windows done. I know this Home Depot stuff is stretchy. So maybe I do have some more of that. Maybe that has to go on the back window for now. And maybe that'll contour it to the curve better. I'm excited. I'm gonna do these 2 right now, since this took like 2 seconds and it looks flawless. So let's see how cutting this out goes. Alright, so yeah, window tint is good. I got the Home Depot one on the back without any wrinkles. You know, there's a few bubbles that should get out with the water. A couple hairs. I mean, it's a mess in here. I'm covered in dog hair probably. But yeah, I mean, it's good enough for now. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I should have enough tint for the side too. And yeah, we'll just throw it on, you know, try to do the best we can on them. And, you know, I can get it professionally done down the road when I, you know, have the money, or maybe in Mexico or something, I can get it done for a little more affordable price. I got the rear panel on too. That's a nice snug fit. Nothing's gonna rattle. It's all sound deadened, insulated. And then yeah, we'll just have to see. You know, I'll probably end up leaving some of this for now. Like not insulating this metal. I'll insulate up here, but you know, these parts of the rear hatch are gonna be, really don't feel too cold compared to that, for example. So we'll see. But yeah, my knees are killing me. It's been about 8 hours in here. It's 8:30 now. And yeah, I turned the diesel heater off, so yeah, I'll just get up in the morning, go to Home Depot, get a few supplies, and then yeah, continue on insulating. Alright, good night. Alright, good morning. It is the next day. Just out with Kira. We went and got that Reflectix. Actually got this Resisto wrap Reflectix knockoff. It was about $10 cheaper, so that's good. But yeah, grabbed a coffee because I'm out of cream at home. But yeah, decided to take the dog with me. Yeah, I'll show you this tint real quick. It's pretty dark. Of course, it's like a kind of moist, overcast day, so there's a bunch of stuff stuck to the outside of the glass. But looking through the rear view, you know, there's, I don't know if you can see, but there's a car back there without its lights on, obviously, right? And it just looks like a black blob. It was a little hard to see. But other than that, I really like it. You know, you can see this tint, right? You can kind of see Kira. And then here it's like, I can kind of see through the one window, but looking through the other tinted window, it's completely black. Right? Like I can see the front windshield, but I cannot see through the other tinted window. So, yeah, it's just going to be black in there, which is perfect. Exactly what I wanted. There's 2 lots here. Interesting, facing that. That'd be nice little lots. Tiny though. But yeah, I'll show you this. So yeah, about $10 cheaper. Resisto. Same size. It looks exactly the same. So probably even made at the same manufacturing facility. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to the garage and yeah, keep keep insulating. We got that panel to insulate and the remaining roof. Alright. Alright, it's been a slow start to the day. Just turn my music off. Alright, this wall. So I had just the toolkit. I got a little foldable shovel and stuff that was sitting here, and this jack. But stuff like this, I'm gonna probably tuck in down in this spare space around the heater, and then I'm gonna remove everything in this corner and make a giant cubby. And then here even, like, we'll try to flatten off maybe. We'll see. I'll insulate this whole cubby. So yeah, just start disassembling it, get some of these brackets off, bolts off. And then yeah, I might be able to cut a couple pieces, move a couple things, bend a couple things, and yeah, just make space, right? The more space, the more little corners, the better. But yeah, let's get going. We'll get the speaker out as well. And then yeah, and then we'll try to disassemble some of this wiring harness and see how I can better tuck this away. This is the receiver for the doors. So like I might move that over. This is the gas filler cap release cable. So I might have to leave some of that harness here, but again, I can put insulation here and just build over top of it. So yeah, I'm excited. This should be another very functional side, and I should get even more cubbies like this one on this side. So yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, Kira is joining me, awkwardly sitting on the front seat with a dog bed. There you go. Just can't get comfortable, hey? But yeah, she is so happy and content in the van regardless. The second I brought her in, she like passed out and started snoring on the front seat. She just knows she's not going to get left behind. So she's the perfect road trip dog for stuff like this. She just loves it. Loves being in here with I'm here. You know, if I'm in the vehicle or not, she's just happy to be in the vehicle. So makes things like this really easy. I'm going to get in shit if I post this on YouTube. But I got, yeah, carbide blade that definitely has a few chunks missing out of it from cutting mainly this rooftop vent in. But okay, I'm going to cut this off. I'll probably just wiggle that back and forth to get the rest off. So that'll give me my flat layer. I'm still leaving this band. So then I cut here, here, here. Right? This is not structural, I think, to the outside. And then yeah, I cut here as well. So I'm still leaving this back part. And then we'll just see. I want to leave kind of this rib as structural. So I might just cut down this line and then fold some of it a little bit. I can bend a little bit of the metal, and yeah, we'll just keep going. I just wanted to show you the few cuts that I made so far. Alright, so yeah, I mean, got this off. I cut some of this double. I should have left maybe a little bit of that for up and down strength, but this is still solid, right? Ow, as I slip. Ouchie. I should be careful when I'm videotaping. Alright, so yeah, just starting to insulate. I got spray foam behind things, slid in foam board behind things, spray foamed other parts, shaped this in, and you know, filled gaps. And now this is just getting tacky where I can kind of manipulate the spray foam, so then I can kind of, you know, make square corners again. And then yeah, everything here I think is going to get wrapped in this Reflectix knockoff. So yeah, a few hours have went by, you know, or 5, something like that. But yeah, tucked everything that I could, wrapped everything, insulated everything, vapor barrier pretty much everything. A couple gaps for my air vent, installed a floating shelf. So I just got a little bracket there, and kind of hard to see, little plastic bracket there, and some caulking behind it. But yeah, Jesus, this is time consuming. But got lots of room, nice little cubby here. And then yeah, it'll just be cool how I end up designing this. And yeah, I had this piece of Baltic birch left over from my camper renovation, and this is marine grade plywood, so I thought let's put that right up against the window where there might be some moisture. And that'll be a little more resistant to moisture. I still want to like seal it, maybe epoxy it or something. But yeah, Jesus, this is time consuming. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna put a single layer of Reflectix here because I got some fiberglass stuffed in here the best I can. And yeah, and that's on the main inside anyways, so I don't know how to quite finish this off, but I don't want to take away any room because I could put, I don't know, little shelves, nooks, I don't know. So yeah, we're just gonna keep the Reflectix tight and yeah, just worry about the finishing after. I mean, and if certain things don't get finished, like say this doesn't get finished, so be it. This will be one of the things I leave to the end. Again, I'll probably wrap it in fabric or something like that. But yeah, I think I better go take Kira for a walk. She's been kind of fidgeting around. But yeah, it is 6:30 now, so yeah. I'll get a bit more done and then call her a day. Oh, well, kind of got it cleaned up in here. Kira stretching her legs, making room back here. But yeah, I mean, not as far as I wanted to get this weekend. It's Sunday night, and yeah, I'm kind of done for the day. But got this side completely done. And yeah, I did some like just spray foaming gaps like there, and then I'm gonna shave it all down with my knife. And you know, just seemed easier that way. And then yeah, make a nice angle with a knife blade, and then it's good enough, right? Kira's been very patient. It's time to go for a walk. Hey, you go for a walk? Oh yeah, okay. Well, yeah, that's it. You gotta go to work tomorrow. And yeah, we'll try to get at least little bits done during the week in the evenings. And yeah. But okay, yeah, it was a long 3 days. And yeah, I'll give you an update during the week or I won't. And if not, I'll see you next weekend. Adios.